Record. All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for jumping on the call tonight. It won't be long tonight because I feel like you guys have gotten a lot of information over the past maybe like week. And so I was thinking about what to do for this call and everything and just kind of thinking about the feedback I've been getting from you guys. And so I want to talk to you guys about what do you do when you've got all this information coming at you. And this will be a call that you can reference later and also something that you can share with your coaches as you start to build your team. So here's the thing. There are so many resources available to learn this business. There's so many tools available. It's crazy. I mean, just from what I've sent out and posted today, you've got all of the videos from Summit available, every single workshop done. You've got on a playlist in the group that you can access. I'm sure that all of you guys have seen the scripts that I've uploaded. And that's, that again is a lot of information to kind of look at and use. Our team, I don't even know if you guys all know this, but like Push to Purpose, I have a Google Drive for you guys for things that I use that I think you guys could also use. Like, what do you do when you sign a new coach? Maybe you're brand new and you just signed your first new coach. What do you do? And maybe you don't have an upline that's working the business as you're working it. So it's like, what do you do? Well, all of this stuff is available on the Google Drive that I've got for our team. But then I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I feel like everybody's getting all this information and I know for me too, you forget where half the stuff is, or you have so much information that you just get too overwhelmed, and sometimes that like prevents you from starting. And I don't want that to happen to you guys because there's so much going on right now. The time of year with Hammer and Chisel coming out in December, that's going to be huge. This month, Body Beast and 21 Day Fix Challenge packs on sale. That's huge. There's just so much going on, and I don't want you guys to get so overwhelmed by it that you spend so much time just trying to keep up that you kind of lose yourself and you don't take action in growing and learning your business. So what do you do? What do I do when I'm feeling that way? And I feel like that a lot. I think that it begins with a decision. So all of you guys, there's 12 of you guys on this call tonight. You guys have made the decision to show up on this call. This is a priority to you. That's the first thing. You have to make a decision. Is this business, is learning, is it going to be a priority for you, and why? Because it's funny, I was at coffee today with my sister and we were talking about weight loss and just the 21 Day Fix program and things like that. And you can't do it 50% and expect results. You can't do the program 50% on the food program and drink your Shakeology every once in a while, get your workouts in every once in a while and expect results. You can't get mad at the results that you're not getting for the work that you didn't put in. And the same goes with this business. You guys, you have to make the decision, and I'm kind of preaching to the choir because you're here, but how are you going to treat this business? And since it's a priority for you, you need to really, truly get organized. And that's the bottom line. It comes down to time management. It comes down to getting organized and really not getting bogged down into all the details, because at the end of the day, it boils down to helping people. It boils down to building relationships and helping people. That's essentially what coaching is. And yes, there's skills that go into inviting. And yes, there's ways that you can build relationships. And yes, there's ways that you find friends on social media and you have your social media presence. And you have to learn all those things. But at the end of the day, this is truly about connecting with people and helping them lose weight and get healthier and get in shape and love how they feel. And I was talking to another coach today. If you're a coach on this call and you've lost 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 100 pounds with these programs, if that's you, right? And especially if you've done it in a shorter period of time, maybe you've done it in a year, or maybe you've done it in 6 months or 3 months or whatever it is. But if you were capable of losing weight and committing to these programs and really just getting yourself on track, then that tells me that you have the discipline in you. You've got the determination and the drive and the discipline in you. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to lose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 pounds. You just wouldn't. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can stick to these programs and lose that type of weight. But for those of you guys who are on this call and you did that or you're doing that, then I need you to know that you can do this business. You can do this business because you have the discipline inside of you. Even amidst your crazy life and everything that's going on, if you have the discipline to get yourself on track and follow these programs, then you can work this business. And it comes down to organization, it comes down to time management and making the decision. So here's what I want to challenge you guys all to do. You need to make your list of non-negotiables each week. Each week, you need to have a set day and time that you're listening to the National Wake Up Call. It doesn't need to be live on Mondays because maybe you're at work, but maybe every Tuesday on your drive to work, you're listening to the call. Get into the habit and get yourself, just like you got into the habit of meal prepping every Sunday night for 21 Day Fix, or you got into the habit of you get up at 30 minutes earlier to do your workout every single day. Get into the habit with things with this business too. National Wake Up Call, important. All of these things that I'm giving you guys, that script, the scripts that I gave you guys, that's like gold. That is gold. You literally can copy and paste those and take all of the guesswork out of inviting people. Take all of the guesswork out of responding to people. But here's the thing. In 2 weeks from now, when you're busy thinking about Halloween and moving into Thanksgiving, and you forget that those scripts are there and you can't find the link to get it there and you never saved it in your Google Docs, and so now you're just back to feeling frustrated because you don't know how to invite people, your fault. I don't know, your fault, because you should have saved this stuff. You should have treated this stuff really important. And my fault too, like, you know, I do this stuff too, and I need to get better at it. If you're, you know, so get organized. Get out your calendar and know what you're doing and create your habit. And when tools come up, save them somewhere so you know. Don't just think that everything's going to be on the team page and you're going to find it when you need it, because it's not going to happen. And then you're going to spend 5 minutes searching for something, you can't find it, and then you're going to be like, forget it. No, create a file in your phone or create a file on your computer and take these links and save them. Our past team calls, right? There's a playlist, right, that you guys all have access to. Save the links to this playlist. So when you have a coach that comes on board and they're going through the coach lab and they want to talk about scripts, before you even give them the link to the scripts, have them watch the old team call that we did a couple weeks ago on that, so they can understand why it's important to ask questions, why it's important to get to know. See, these are all tools available to you guys. All of the different trackers. Don't get bogged down in trying to create your own tracker, and don't think you got to switch and do every single one. Find one that works for you and run with that. Use that. But get organized. All of those trainings and everything from Summit, save that and make it a goal that you listen to one a week, or maybe you listen to one a day until you've gone through all of them. Because everything that I know, you know, when I get messages all day long, people asking me stuff. Well, what would you say to this? Or how do you say to this and this and that? And honestly, you guys, I'm just repeating to you the information that I learned at Summit workshops. I'm just repeating to you the stuff that I've learned from past team calls that I've been on. And so if you want to be the one with the knowledge, then you've got to show up at those places. So that big old summit list of like 30 trainings or whatever it is of all those videos, make it a goal that you want to finish it by the end of the year, or I don't know, sooner. But that's how you do it. You need to like set these goals and stay organized. Tomorrow is the 15th of the month. Success Club. It's important. It's important to take Success Club seriously. And a lot of us set goals to hit Success Club by the 15th of the month. Did you do it? Or was it just something convenient to say you were going to do, but now the 15th's here and it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't hit it. I mean, how many times does that happen? And pretty soon you're going to get to the very end of the month again, and you're going to be the same situation. Oh my God, I can't hit it. It's Halloween night. No one's buying. They said they were, but they're not. Well, you should have been prepared. You should have been organized. You should have been putting the work in all month long. The end of the month shouldn't sneak up on you. Missing Success Club, if you say it's a goal of yours, it needs to happen. And here's the thing, some people are like, oh, Success Club, well, that's a little bit too stressful for me or whatever. You know what? Look at it as your goal as a coach, as a Beachbody coach, is to help 3 people's lives change. So call it success, call it 3 Lives Club. I saw Scotty Hobbs is doing that. 3 Lives Club. So forget the points and forget Success Club points. You're talking about 3 people a month whose lives you want to affect, whose lives you want to connect with, so you can say, hey, I'm doing this, do this with me. I mean, that's essentially what it is. And as a coach, like if you're not doing that, then you're going to struggle. You just are. Again, it all comes back to the decision to get organized, the decision to show up, the decision to make this a priority, the decision to set goals for yourself and hit them. It's a decision, you guys. But I just want you to know that, there's a lot coming up right now. And so be on board, because all the work you're putting in right now, it matters. Everything freaking matters. And I want you guys, every single one of you on this call, I think there's 15 people on this call right now, either on your phone or on your computer, create a file or do it in your notes of your phone and take all these links that we're putting up on Facebook, the links for the scripts, the links to all of our past team calls, the links to the summit training. Create something so you can reference back to that. And there you go. The links to the Google Drive. Okay, how does Andrea on-ramp a new coach? How does our team do that? Oh, okay, let me see what she does. And then you know what? You don't like everything? Fine, tweak it. Make it your own, but have an outline, right? Own it. And if you guys have not listened to Tara Carr's National Wake Up Call from this week, you need to, because it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. So make that a priority too. Okay, before I let you guys go, because I wanted this to be short, but does anyone have any feedback, any questions, any comments on the scripts? Do you guys understand it? Were most of you on the team call where we talked about the importance of scripts? Any feedback at all? Unmute yourself and let me know. Any ways to make it better? I mean, I'm really open for suggestions all across the board. Anyone? No?
Andrea.
Yes. Who am I?
It's Elena.
Oh, okay.
First, I really like the scripts. I think it's super easy, because it's literally copy and pasting, and I have them all in my notes, so it's way convenient. But I haven't really gone on the purpose group that much because I was working, but have you posted the coach ones yet?
No, like the scripts to invite people to coaching? Mm-hmm. No, not yet. I've got to create those. In the Google Drive, here's what I'm going to do. In the comment section of this call, once I post the recording, I'm going to post the links to everything I've been putting up lately. The links to our YouTube playlist with past calls, or the Google Drives, all the stuff that's in the Google Drives, the summit trainings. And then, so I'll have it all in the comments of there. And then from there, I want you guys to literally create a document and go in there and copy and paste and save your stuff so you can be referencing and have it. Will that help?
Yeah. And are you going to share, could you share your Google Drive?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll share my Google Drive. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm gonna do. But I mean, you guys won't be editing my Google Drive.
No, because I'm on Christine Dwyer's, like she shared hers in one of those groups, and we can't edit anything, but we could like copy it, So I've just been like copying it and putting it into my own Google Drive, and then from there I could like tweak it.
Well, Elena, that's what I did with the scripts. I shared that to you guys. Like I know Sarah, I think Sarah Jackson saved it into her Google Drive. I think that was Sarah Jackson. You guys should be able
Yeah.
to save that.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. But I
Good.
just because for some reason when Christine shared hers, it was like everything.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, and
I'm
I've
really
done.
tired. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, no, I'll share the whole file. The whole
Okay.
folder is called Push to Purpose Resources, and within the
Okay.
folder there's maybe 6 or 7 documents that are all titled different things. So
Okay.
I'll share the whole folder, and then you guys can open up the folder and have access to everything in there.
Sweet. Perfect.
Okay.
That's it.
Awesome. Hey, congrats on the trip. That's
Thanks. And I got my
exciting.
money. I
Elena,
got it.
you guys, for those of you guys don't know, she got off the wait list and she earned a free cruise to Jamaica and Haiti and all that with Beachbody through Success Club. So that is awesome. And are you still planning on coming then to our team meeting? I mean, you're doing the 20 and 30. You're going to have the money to do it. Will you come to both?
Yeah. So as like, cause you know how we could earn our ticket still for Ohio.
Yes.
As long as I could earn my ticket, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to go because I looked at flights for going from California to Florida. It's $300.
Yeah. Awesome.
And so I'm like, okay, that's not that much. So that gives me money to fly to Ohio. So I'm still planning. I just need the exact date so I can request it off. But I'm gonna work super hard because I want to be able to go to both. Like I don't want to have to give up, like choose one. You
Yeah.
know.
Awesome. Okay, you guys, that brings up another point. If you have not yet registered for our team retreat into February, if you have not registered yet and paid your $50 deposit, then you might not be able to go because if I don't get enough people registered for the big lodge, I'm downsizing to a different lodge that will accommodate the people who have registered because I have to put down a deposit on this lodge and so and everyone's like, yeah, I want to go, but then if you don't register and put down your $50 deposit, then you might not be able to go because if only 12 people, let's just say, and I don't know how many have registered so far, but I know we're not at our max. If only 12 people have registered, but 10 are like, oh yeah, I want to, but they haven't registered, I'm not counting you yet because I got to put this deposit down and it's non-refundable. Regardless, we're going. I mean, those that have paid, like we're going and the photographer's been booked and we're having photo sessions where everybody's gonna get headshots, like professional headshots, and we've got, just training and things and just whatever. We've got, catered and things like that. So it's going to happen. But if only 12 people by tomorrow or 10 or 15 or whatever it is are registered and paid their $50 deposit, then that's the size of the lodge I'm booking. Because I can't afford to, put a huge deposit down on a lodge that people have not committed to yet. So I just want you to know that as well. I can someone type in the if you need the link again to register, I can post that again on the team page. You guys show up at events. Listen, if you're in this, right, and this is like going to be what you do, this is going to be like your full-time gig, this is going to be your dream job, and this is going to be what you do, you have to show up at events. And yes, it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice for me to, as a single mom, to like plan a weekend away from the kids and arrange everything. I mean, I understand the sacrifice. I do. But events are vital. They just are. You have to show up. If you're not showing up, then you're missing out on a chance to build momentum for yourself. You're missing out on a chance to build relationships with your teammates. That's what this is all about, relationships and friendships. And don't even consider saying, hey, team, you should do this and tag your team in it when you're not going to show up. Like, don't even waste your time, because they will not come unless they're a crazy go-getter. But you want your team to start showing up events, show up first. It's so important. And yes, there's sacrifice involved for sure, but that's what this is about. Okay, Tracy, I will definitely post link again so everybody can have it. But yeah, and so I just want you guys to know, like, tomorrow I've got to tell this guy what lodge we want, and so I'm gonna go based on the numbers that we have, and I will post the link. But I'm not playing around. I can't front the money on like this huge lodge if people are not like putting the deposit down. Okay, so thanks for reminding me of that. Does anyone else have anything else to add? This was more not like training. This was more like get organized and kind of that type of call. But anybody have anything else? No? Okay. All right, awesome. So listen, it's the 15th of the month tomorrow. Success Club. This month is going to go quick, and I'm telling you, the holiday months, they fly by. And if you aren't 100% on board, then these months people tend to go. So you need to show up, make the decision, get organized, create your file, and make sure everything's in there. And if you haven't listened to the National Wake Up Call, make sure you do. Okay, guys, thanks for jumping on. We will talk next week.